Hello. I have no idea. Well, no, I do know what happened to the music then. So I spent ages trying to find out what was going on with that, and basically I had the stream running on Discord. Like, I'd closed Chrome and everything, but I still had Discord running and I was on my channel announcements. And the stream was playing through there, so I was very, very confused. Very, very confused as to why there was that horrible echo and the music was all kind of like buggy and weird. But hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've done a stream. I think probably a couple of weeks now. Last time I did one, obviously I've been quite sick for the past couple of weeks. I'm still not 100%, so I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for today. Probably not as long as I normally would, but I'm going to see how long I can go for. Anyway, I'm going to play some music because let's have some music over the top of this. And hopefully it won't be all horrible and echoey like it was before. I'm hoping anyway. Anyway, welcome to everyone in the chat. Sandbox Guy, Kanasa with them safety glasses. Of course, I am prepared. I've got my safety glasses with me in case something goes horribly wrong. Howdy chat and Kanasa, hello, welcome. What is your space station called? The space station in this series, I can't remember. The one in the next millennia is called Ellis Station after a Kerbal that died in the previous series. So, appreciate the streams. Thank you, thank you. It's called ITS. Hi, Karnasa. Hello, Synthical Mix. Hello, everyone. So, the thumbnail for this was this vessel that I've got loaded up in the vehicle assembly building at the moment. But I'm not going to be using this. I am going to take this apart and basically rebuild something like this from scratch. What I want to do is I want to build a interplanetary vessel. And I've got the technology now where hopefully this music is really loud. I can barely hear myself think. There we go. So yeah, no. I'm going to take this apart. I've got the technology. We have the ability to hopefully go interplanetary due to these rather useful things here, these cryonic freezing chambers. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing on this stream. Hopefully building something like this, but that's better than this, because this at the moment isn't really going to get very far. It's only got 6,000 meters per second of delta V, and it doesn't have any RCS or batteries or anything that really makes it useful for an interplanetary trip. But first I'm going to leave, because someone was asking if I'm going to make an antimatter interplanetary vessel today. And we're not. Absolutely not. I'm going to skip this song, actually. It's just a bit... It's a bit too much. It's a little bit too much for my feeble mind to take. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go to research and development. So I'll show you when I unlock antimatter, and I'll show you why we're not going to be using antimatter for a really long time. It's something that I do want to do eventually. So here's the tech tree. This is what I've got so far. We're getting quite far in the tech tree now. I've unlocked a lot more recently, which is quite nice. But if we look at this part over here where we get progressively more and more science, like that's 2,000, that's then 4,000. This is where we unlock the antimatter engines. 10,000 science points. Ugh, not spoken this loud and this frequently for a good 2 weeks. And yeah, this is where we unlock the antimatter engines and all of the really powerful engines. I think we might get some here, but they're nowhere near as good. But if we have a look at some of these, if I think this one, this has, where's the vacuum ISP? 1 million seconds specific impulse in vacuum. It's insane. That's going to be great. We're going to make torch drives out of that later on in the series, but that's going to be a while yet. No, we've got quite some time before we unlock all of that kind of cool stuff. So what we're going to do is try and get that cool stuff by sending Kerbals interplanetary. Kanasa, you going interplanetary in this series? Absolutely, definitely. I want to. Antimatter, yes, not very safe. Well, I'm sure the Kerbals, once we get to that part of the tech tree, they will have found ways of containing antimatter safely. I suppose that's probably why it costs 10,000 science to research that tech node. And as far as I'm aware, antimatter as well, it also requires science to put on your ships. It's quite a bit of a weird one. So, because I think if we expand the hangar so we've got a bit more room and we'll create a new vessel. I think, so I've got OPT as well. These can contain antimatter, these new cockpits, and they're beautiful. I'm absolutely in love with this mod at the moment. I'm very much looking forward to using it. But if we come to here, we can see that we can actually fill it with antimatter as is. If I click that, there we go. We got antimatter storage capabilities in here. Obviously, I'm not going to be using that yet because it's a little bit cheaty that I've got this. But if I tried to launch this, And I think I might be able to do it now. Let's just whack a crew. Yeah, there we go. We'll see what happens when we try and launch something with antimatter on. It's going to ask me for a science cost. It's very, very, very costly as well, I believe. Well, it doesn't need science if you get an antimatter factory at Carnassa. That is another thing that I do plan on doing. So I know in that final node, there's a structure where you can turn either deuterium or hydrogen, liquid hydrogen, into antimatter, and that is probably something that I will be doing. And hopefully we will be able to produce the deuterium, or at least farm the deuterium and hydrogen off-world, so I don't have to be spending any science or spending anything at all to get those kind of things. That's OPT plus mod. The OPT mod is great. I downloaded it pretty much a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's not been long since I've had it, and I've been playing around. And I think the next episode that I'm going to do for this will be heavily involved with space planes and all of that kind of stuff, because it's something that I've never really done in a series. And so there we go. Yeah, look. 5,400 science to get just the antimatter that is in this. That's insane. That is ridiculous. We are not going to be spending that, and we are not going to be using that. And I'm assuming it will get rid of the antimatter. Yes. No, we will have to farm that. We will have to create that ourselves. And yeah, that's something that we will be doing later on. Right, so I'm going to revert to the vehicle assembly building, and we're going to finally start working. I mean, I've been streaming for 8 minutes now, and I've not even begun to design what we're going to be working on. Carnassa, don't you dare go near the anti-grain warhead. That's a RimWorld crossover. I don't think there's anti-grain warheads in Kerbal Space Program. Maybe you can add them with BD Armory or something like that, but no, we've not got anything at the moment. So, interplanetary vessel, and one thing that I kind of do want to do as well is I want to... So, yeah, I'm going to explain this as I'm doing it. I'm going to try and find a nice looking cockpit here. What is that? Oh, it's a drone core. Ah, okay. So if I maybe go for, what's that? Is that 2.5 meters? Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's going to be exactly what I want. So I'm going to make an interplanetary vessel, and this is going to go interplanetary. But when I get to my destination, I am going to want a kind of shuttle that is going to be able to land on, say, the planet that we go to, or a moon of the planet that we go to. Probably the moon at the moment. I don't really have the technology to do something like a Hydrus landing. So that's what I'm going to work on to begin with, is a small ferry, basically, that docks to the interplanetary vessel, gets shipped along interplanetary, and then, I've said interplanetary so many times, and then what we will do is it will undock at the planet and go off on all of its own special adventures. I always got confused with a lot more parts. So yeah, there's a stupid amount of parts in here. Like, look at all of these capsules. Look at all those capsules. There's a lot. There's an awful lot. And to be honest, half of them I never even use. So it is something that, I don't know, I probably could prune my parts list. So I'm going to grab myself a Mark II lander can whilst I'm here as well, because I'm going to want one of those momentarily. If I can find it, there we go. Because yeah, that's a 2-meter lander can. But we're gonna take that away for the moment. We're gonna move that there. And 1 second. Just gonna grab myself a drink whilst I do this. Carnassa, damn! It's time to install janitor's closet. I do have janitor's closet right here. I just never use it. I'm afraid if I prune a part, then I'm gonna want it later on. So I'm very careful with what I prune. I don't like pruning the parts. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna work on something. I think I'm gonna want to have some sort of payload bay in this as well. So if I find the service bay, 2.5 meter service bay, I might change this to something different though, because I don't really like how this looks. No, yeah, we're gonna go for something different. I think there is something that does look a little bit nicer. That looks alright, but it's the one that's a bit shorter. Yeah, we'll go for that, and then we'll make that white. Yeah, like so. I'm still not entirely too keen. I suppose that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. And do we have any inline docking ports? I mean, we've got a small one, but that's not really going to... and then we've got this huge one. No, I'm going to have to put a docking port on here. Which way do these open? They open that way. I can turn that around, and what we'll do is we'll just grab a box standard pocking dort. Yes, a pocking dort. We'll grab a pocking dort and we'll whack that on there. There we go. And there we go. We finished our little interplanetary hopping vessel. No. We've still got a long way to go. Kanasa, isn't there an option for Janitor's Closet to hide parts like pruning but temporary until you unhide them? Yes, there is, but it always confuses me and I get stuck and I'm like, I never know what part that I want to look for, so I prefer not to do that, I guess. But it's probably something that I should look into doing. Right, so we've got this, and what I'm going to stick in here is all of my life support and all of that kind of necessary stuff that we are going to need for a mission. And I'm also going to stick my power source in here, and this... it's going to be nuclear powered. That's right, if Nuke Guy is in chat, I'm sure he's going to be very happy. So not the hero type. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh no, inline docking ports. Yes, inline pocking doors. That's what we did want, but unfortunately I don't have any that are large enough. I don't have any that are 2.5 meters large. So we're going to grab a nuclear reactor because I love nuclear reactors in stock-like games because they just provide loads of power. And obviously, power is always nice. And I've been testing this a little bit, and I believe 6 of these radiators, all activated, should be enough to prevent this nuclear reactor from going into a bit of a meltdown. Hopefully. Anyway, and that'll provide 100 electric charge a second, which is going to be absolutely fabulous. We're not going to need any more than that. The power of the atom! Spaceplane Pod. We're not building a spaceplane, Pesky Bird, though, although the next episode of Coming Home, I believe, will be focused on spaceplanes. I have actually designed one that does work and can get to orbit and can return from orbit. It's a bit weird in the fact that I launch it on top of a Paladin 1 first stage, and the space plane finalizes the orbit. So it's fully reusable, which is nice for the first time, but it's a bit of a weird design. But I feel like that's going to be what the next episode is going to be. I've filmed a lot of that today, and I'll be editing that over the next few days. Kanasa Pod? Space boat? I'm not N9. I don't go around building space boats. N9 space boat is the most cursed thing ever, and I absolutely love it. Right. So, life support. That's what we want to do now. So I think I'm going to get a life support tank in there, and maybe we'll get a fertilizer tank as well. And if we open that up, that's going to give us 3 days for 3 crew. That's not an awful lot. Can I configure this to have better life support? No, I cannot, but what we can do is we can put supplies in there, but that's not really going to be an awful lot. That's not great, but oh well, it's what we're going to deal with for now. I feel like this would look way better on this side. Maybe. If we come here and place that on that side, yeah. And then kind of like the main cockpit is facing away. Cool. I meant Kanasapog. Kanasapog? What's a Pog moment? Has there been a Pog-worthy moment? There might have been. PPP. No space planes. Alright, I'm subbing. What's wrong with space planes? The shuttles are... I suppose you're very adverse to the... Well, I don't know, Katniss. Are you adverse to the space shuttle? I know, obviously, you're a big fan of the Saturn V and all of that. Are you adverse to the shuttle? But I like space planes, making space planes every now and then. It's not something I usually do, so it's something that's going to be a little bit different for my channel. It's something that I never do, actually. So we're going to grab these because these are agroponics units, and what these will do is they'll take the fertilizer that I've got in there and the mulch that the Kerbals are going to produce, and then we will make supplies out of these, which is great. And then that way we get 42 days worth of supplies rather than 3 days worth of supplies that I have at the moment. Let's get rid of that. And I could do with a recycling module on here as well, but that is a rather chunky thing, and it weighs 4 tons. Can I tweak scale? I can tweak scale this. Is that cheating? Because that's huge. I might have a better way of getting recycling. Maybe if I look in here, I'm fairly sure some of these have the ability to recycle as well, but I don't know. There's a crew access tube, but I don't want one of those. No, absolutely not. Okay, I want a habitation module because at the moment they're going to last 7 days, which isn't really an awful long time. Can we get the hitchhiker container? I change that to insulated and change that to that, and I don't really want metal. Not very metal at the moment. Right, so that is going to change our habitation to 230 days. That's a long time. Heavy beast. So not the hero type. Answer Katniss. The shuttle was cool, but overall not worth the hype. I guess you could say that. It was a lot of money spent on something that didn't really do what it was advertised to do. So, yes, he is. Nobody cares about the new members on the Discord. There's new members on the Discord. Oh, yeah, if you don't know about the Discord, obviously there is a link to the Discord in the description. So Not the Hero Type owns it and does a fantastic job of running it. We've got some fantastic mods on there as well. It's a great place as well. Really, really cool place. Okay, so, yeah, no, I'm just thinking what I want to do next. We've got the hitchhiker's storage container. I feel like that is probably a little bit too big, and I don't really want that. Although, does that have a recycler on it? I didn't even check. Okay, well, the quickest way to check is parts recycler. No. That doesn't have a recycler on it. That's a shame. That's a real shame. So I think I'm probably just going to have to go with the big chunky recycler. But look how big it is. That's massive. And I've still got to put, like, fuel tanks and all of that on this. And it's just going to end up looking, I suppose, one thing I might do, might look a little bit better there, because that looks more like a crude compartment, and then we can imagine that there's some sort of elevator system going down the middle of this. Like so. Katniss, excuse me, Siren 001 for I don't understand Dutch, unfortunately, so I don't know what's going on. Join it now! Join it now, even! Join the Discord. The Discord is great. Honestly, the Discord is awesome. I feel like I've got to promote that in my videos. And actually, one thing as well that I said I'd do is, if you... Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still sick. So I'm... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so I might cough a little bit. I'm not as bad as I have been, but I am still a little bit unwell. Yeah, one other thing that I said I'd do is Calvin McClaw and Say Monsters, 2 YouTube channels. Definitely go check those out. They both do RO, RP1 stuff. Calvin did an episode last week that was absolutely fabulous. I was involved. I did a bit of voiceover for it as well. And Say Monsters is another British YouTuber who does a lot of Beyond Home, RO, stock, everything. He releases a video every single day. And I honestly don't know how he does that. It's madness. Right, so this, I feel like, looks ridiculous, but if it does the job, then it does the job. Now what we're going to want is a way of actually moving this thing around. So let's grab one of these. We'll change it to white. I don't really like how that looks, though. What can I go for instead? I feel like the big one is going to be... Whoa. Now that's a chunky tank. Hello there. Wow. Beautiful. Look at you. Look how large. Kerbal. Garnassa, brilliant stuff yesterday on that Mars video. Thank you very much. That took a really long time to do that video. And honestly, the loads of like really good comments and the live chat when it was going on. I thank you everyone that watched that and left nice comments, because it was awesome. I spent a long time on it, and I'm really glad people enjoyed it, because it was a labor of love. And it did seem to turn out quite well, which is nice. Right, so I'm just faffing about here. A lot. If you've not been to one of my streams before, a lot of it is just me faffing around, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Most of the time, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm a little bit dense in that regard. So if we get a poodle on that, that gives us 3,000 meters per second of delta V, and this now weighs 30 tons. That's a chunky boy. And actually, we want this on the bottom. That looks silly, though. I don't like the fact that it's got a window. I'd much rather... The only reason why I want this on the bottom is so I can get Kerbals to EVA to enter here, and then they can EVA out of the bottom, and it's going to be easier to transport them around. Have I got any other pods that are better for that? Or maybe what I could do is... Maybe go for... something like having 4 tanks on the side. Where is the big chunky tank that looks like an R7 tank? Where's that? This one. We go for something like this. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Is this going to make it look any better if I whack that? No, not really. Oh god. It's going to make the game freeze. Kanasa! A lot like me, doesn't know what he really wants to do. Yes, most of the time that is true. I do these live streams, and I should have really planned this one out a little bit. I do usually plan them a bit, but today I've been playing so much Kerbal Space Program recently, I thought, you know what, let's just do a stream. I'm in the mood. I probably will come up with something decent, but no. Oh, chat, what do you think? Does this look silly? I just really don't like the fact that it's got that there. I might be able to cover it with something, though. There we go, message to leave by Katniss. I just saw that come up. Thank you, Katniss, for deleting that. I've got no idea what that was, but thank you for getting rid of that. Balls! He says very excitedly, Joe Mama, no idea, but textures weren't showing. Looks like your Mars lander. It does a little bit. I seem to have a kind of theme for landers that I want to go for, and also this is in the incorrect orientation now. Let's get that back to where it should be, and I think we'll place that on there instead. That was just emoji wall. It's not well timed to retry it. R7, it fused with the shuttle. I mean, it's got a kind of shuttle nose, which I really want to use one of these OPT noses because the OPT noses look gorgeous. They look fabulous. Beautiful. Right, okay. I'm in quite a hyperactive mood today, it would appear. If we start those retracted, how does that... Yeah, that works. That does work. That gives us enough clearance room for the engine. But these are kind of now float... Oh, you know what? No, that's going to add way too much mass. That is now 60 tons. That's huge. Yeah, no, I don't like... I did not like where that was going. Absolutely not. We're going to... Maybe I'll go for the... Whoa. Those are very large. Hello. We go for... We'll tweak scale those down. Do something like this. So these are the exact same legs that I did use on the Mars lander. The Falcon landing legs from Kerbal expansion, Kerbal reusability expansion, Redux, whatever you want to call the mod. I don't know what it's called, but you know, it's something along those lines. Yeah, these are the same landing legs. I like them because they fit like conformally once they're retracted. They fit on the side of the vessel, which is something, yeah, I think it looks really nice. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to place a fuel tank. Is that going to be big enough? And we're just going to place one, which is going to really throw off the center of mass, but you know. What am I doing? Do you ever take a minute just to step back and think to yourself, what on earth am I doing? Because what is this? Seriously, I need that though. I need that. And I don't think there's any other pods that are going to be useful. I suppose the cupola module has one. That might work a little bit better. Because I can hide the cupola module. If I do this, then I get a small Rockomax tank. If there's such thing as a small Rockomax tank. Rockomax tank. If I can find one. Where? I actually don't think about anything. That's usually me most of the time, I guess. I've seen your streams, so not the hero type. You definitely think about things sometimes. Maybe not as much as me. I don't know. No one thinks about anything. Right? Can I place that on there like so? Then we can hide the actual cupola module, but we've still got this hatch where our Kerbals can basically walk out of. We'll place that there like so. We'll do that. I'm going to probably come in and redesign this off stream, I reckon, because this is not looking good at the moment. I don't know why I wanted to design something cool on stream. Nothing ever gets designed that looks awesome on streams, at least not for me, because I spend far too long talking and not really paying attention to what I should be doing. And I'm a slow builder. I'm a very slow builder. It takes me a good while and many iterations of designs until I'm happy with what I've got. Right, so if we go that, I mean, maybe. That's going to be a little bit weird though, and I feel like it's going to be very difficult for our Kerbals to get down off of that. How much Delta V do we have in there? 3,000, so that should be enough to do pretty much everything that I want. I'm really not happy about this recycling module. Maybe I won't need it. Hang on. God. Ooh, where's everything gone? So with the recycling module, we get 18 days, or 202 days. Without the recycling module, we get 3 days. So that's how good this thing is. It's insanely efficient. It's great. I think, actually, I might have... I suppose I could put some of these in. That might be a little bit better. This is very dark and foreboding, this music. And I need to put science on this as well. That is something else that I need to do. So, yeah, I could put a couple of these in. Is there any room if I whack maybe 2 of those in like that? And that now gives us 6 days or so. Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to be spending 70 days on the surface of one of the moons or anything like that. And that does kind of like make it a little bit more conform. Gives us way more Delta V as well. Kanasa, this is reminding me of the Nexus lander somewhat. Like I said earlier on, I do seem to have a particular design style that I go for. It's using the same legs. It's very long and thin, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. Maybe I could do something a little bit better, but I want it to be long and thin. Reason being is I've gotten rid of my decoupler. Where is the decoupler? Where are you? Hello, decoupler. Come back. I need you. I want you. Don't leave me, please. There we go. Yeah. So the reason why I want it to be quite long and thin is because I basically want this to rest alongside of the Interplanetary ship. And if it was like big, wide, fat, and chunky, that might be a little bit harder to do. And then I could probably also put something that is going to be a similar style on the other side of the ship, and that should look pretty cool. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Kanasa, make it thick, make it thick. Remember to say this like a ritual chant and repeat. Make it thick, make it thick, make it thick. Maybe we will. Long and thin. That's what she said. Is it? I feel sorry for you if that is the case. I'm sure that maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Sea Monster, I have a question. Do you sleep? Oh, Sea Monster's in the chat. Hello. Hey, sorry, I missed the start. I actually plugged your channel earlier, like I said I would, on the community post. I said at the beginning, well, probably about 10 minutes ago, something like, oh yeah, that was something I had to do. I had to plug Sea Monsters and Calvin McClure. Okay, anyway. This is pretty much all I need, I guess. It's a little bit naff, and it's not the best of designs, but I might honestly come back. Oh, we need 3 of those. Damn it. Damn it. 3. Rhymes with 3. Why is it going up? I want 3, not 1, not 2, 3. There we go. 3. There. Fine. Fabulous. So that gives us 9 days. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. We don't need any more than that. That's going to be all right. Excuse me. I'm dying. Oh. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. But, you know what? We're going to go for it for now. And I might come back and do a complete redesign. Is there anything that I've forgotten? Ah, yes, there is. Absolutely. If we want to dock this to anything, well, it would be really nice if we had some RCS. That would be quite an important feature to have. So we're going to try and absolutely stuff this payload section with everything. Is going to be completely jam-packed. And I don't have science on here either. That's something else that I need to do. So we'll grab that. We'll grab some RCS thrusters. Absolutely fine. We'll grab some of these here, and we'll just make them 4. We'll make 4 like so up there, and then we'll get another 4 down there. And I feel like that should be more than enough. Plus, there are not as many other content creators. Wait, reaction, what's this? Alicea, you like it long and thin? Is Alicea in the chat? Oh yeah, Alicea's in the chat. Hello, Alicea. Hello and welcome to the stream. I feel blessed. Alicea's come to my stream. I mean, she is my wife, so you would expect her to, but you know, it's very rare. Kanasa, why do you need science in Sandbox? This is a science save. It's not a Sandbox save, it's a science mode save, which is my all-time favorite way to play stock. And I think that's because I've been playing stock since, well, career wasn't a thing, so I was always used to science mode. And yeah, it's a much nicer way of playing the game, I feel. All right, let's get rid of the flags. And actually, talking of flags, right, yeah, we'll get rid of the flag. Look at this, where is it? I spent, like, bloody ages designing this flag on GIMP because I'm really bad at using Photoshop and all of that. So Rhode Planetary Space Alliance, to the stars for all Kerbal kind. I didn't really want to use that bit because obviously for all Kerbal kind is a series. But yeah, I spent ages designing this thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to plaster it on all of my rockets. I designed loads of things to plaster all over my rockets. Conformal decals does not work on 1.12.2. And that upset me greatly. Really upset me because I spent far too long working on those. Okay. Right, so RCS has been done. Science and communications. Those are 2 other things that we are going to want. We're going to put some science juniors on this. I'll grab a couple so they're nice and symmetrical, because symmetry is nice every now and then. Whack that there like so. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We're going to grab all of these little thingy-me-jigs. We only need 1 of these. It's probably best rather than going in there just to open it up and see if I can make it this way. Okay. Wow, this is crammed in here. That's a little bit messy inside now. Can I just get 1 of those, please? There we go. Conformal decals is becoming a mod I love. Conformal decals is amazing. I use it on everything except for this new series due to the fact that it no longer decides to work. Also, why does a barometer work in space? That's one thing about stock science that I don't get. Barometer, it kind of like measures the density of a vacuum, or it's like the pressure. It measures pressure. That's what a barometer does. I can do science, me. Brainiac, great show. Dying! Oh my god. This is why I haven't wanted to stream recently. Oh, right, so that's all of that science. We do need some mystery goo as well. I'll put this just on top of there so our Kerbals can reset that nice and easily. Is there anything else that I'm going to need? I could put a magnetometer on this. That might be a smart idea, because that's going to gain us more science as well. Where is said magnetometer? Where are you? Oh, there we go, magnetometer boom. Right where I left you. Okay, we'll grab a couple of those, place those there like so. And that's fine. This looks very stock at the moment, but you know what? We're going to go with it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, Canassa dying inside. I'm dying inside. I'm dying outside. I'm dying all over the place. There's no side that isn't dying. It's literally every single side of me at the moment. Right, I think that's pretty much done. At least, I hope it's pretty much done. We can whack a communitron on it because obviously that would be quite a nice idea to be able to talk to places. So if we do that, that's the way I want it to go. And, with that being done, I think that's everything. Is there anything critically important that I've got? We've got power generation because we've got a nuclear reactor in the middle of there. We don't have any additional batteries. Is there room in here where I can stuff some batteries? Although, to be honest, with the nuclear reactor, we're not going to really need any batteries. What's our electric charge like at the moment? 1,300, so that's not actually an awful lot. Maybe we could do with some batteries. I'll grab maybe some of these and see if I can find a spot just to stick a couple of these on. Maybe we'll make like 4 like that. Yeah, what's that? Electric charge 2,900. Perfect. You missed flags, Canassa. I literally said not that long ago, I can't put flags on these anymore because the mod doesn't work. The mod doesn't work and it's really sad. Why do you have to keep tormenting me? Please. Okay. Right, so, yeah, I think this is all done. What I'm going to do is we are going to save I don't like this. And we're just going to send it to the launch pad and just do a little bit of testing, make sure that everything works. Is there anything else? Anything else? I swear, I feel like I've forgotten something, but I don't know what it is. We've got landing legs. We've got ladders. We've got engines. We're not going to be landing in atmosphere, so we don't need parachutes. We've got fuel. We've got an engine. Yeah, I already said engine. We've got everything that we should need. 3,500 meters per second of delta V, almost. That should be more than enough to do whatever I want this to do. I think this should be okay. I mean, we could stick some lights on, but they're not critically important. We could get a safety light on, and this is great because if I turn it on, it doesn't seem to work anymore. Oh, that's sad. That's really upsetting. It usually rotates and spins, but it doesn't seem to be doing that anymore. Oh well. So no spitting facts. The mod doesn't work. The mod doesn't work. It's just British for the British are coming. The British are coming. Is it? Do you have some sort of way to generate power? I do. I have, in the middle of this jumble of mess, a 1.25 meter nuclear reactor there, which should be more than capable. So yeah, I think I don't like this is ready. So what we're going to do is we are going to just take it out to the launch pad and just make sure that everything works. So we'll start that extended. Do we have a crew on board? We do. I need to get more crew. I need to get more crew for this series. I need to go down the Discord applications and make sure that I'm not missing anyone. Because the conformal decals requires and bundles harmony and shabby. So I think it's shabby that stops. So yeah. The voiceover that I did for the video yesterday, that took me about 30 takes because I was coughing throughout the entire time. Yeah, shabby is the one mod that doesn't work. I don't know what about it causes it to fail, but basically it balks Copernicus. So whenever I try and load this save with shabby in my game data, The planet pack doesn't load up, which is obviously a bit of a killer. So I can't do that. Man has his greenhouse literally strapped to the nuclear reactor. Bruh. Yes, they're going to be, we're going to be having irradiated supplies. If the Kerbal, I mean, they are green already. I was going to say, if the Kerbals aren't green by the time that they get back to Rhode, then we have done something disastrously wrong, terribly wrong. Kanasa, you might need at least 1/4 of an aspirin. 1/4 of an aspirin. Yeah, we don't have antimatter on this, though. Okay, so... Whoa! What is going on? What is going on? If I auto-strut these... No, auto-strut is locked. Can I auto-strut this? Or is it just going to dance around? So, these legs are pretty borked for stuff like this. And these are the same legs that I used on the Mars lander. And they were doing this all the time when I landed that. And it eventually slid down to the bottom of a hill, which was really annoying because it was moving so slowly across the surface because the legs were kind of going really janky like this. And it's probably a sign that I should not use these legs, but I really like the look of them. So I am going to keep using these legs like an absolute masochist. Shaky, shaky. I am still voting for Queeper's Lander as name. What are the naming suggestions for this? Because that is something that I probably will do. Like, obviously it's called I Don't Like This at the moment, but we will change that. That will change. Anyway, I want to make sure, if I come in here, so the nuclear reactor is running at full power. It's not overheating. That means I've got enough radiators around it to keep it cooled. That is absolutely fine. We don't have to worry about a thing. Now, the only other thing that I wanted to do was, well, actually, let's have a look what the cockpit looks like in here. Ooh, pretty... That's actually quite nice. And then we can, like, turn on all of these, and we can look at our vessel, and I've got no idea what that is, but, you know, apparently it's something. Yeah, we can see all of this cool stuff, which is real nice. So, yeah, what I want to do is we want to transfer a crew. So, if I get this, transfer crew. Ziggy Kerman III. How long is it going to be until we kill him? Maybe in this live stream? I don't know. Kanasa, I'd love to suggest a name. If someone finally told me what this thing is supposed to be, I've been asking for about 10 minutes now, lol. Okay, sorry. So this thing is basically going to be a craft that we're going to slap on the side of my interplanetary vessel. When we get to said interplanetary destination, what it's going to do is it's going to decouple from the mothership and then fly off to a moon or to the planet and basically land on said planet or moon. It's an all-purpose lander, hopefully. Hopefully. Right, so Ziggy Kerman III, can we get you to EVA, please? We can. He is upside down, but hello. Can he get back up? Yeah. Come on. Come on, you can do it. He can board from there. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So he can come down, and yep, he can do a little bit of a run around. Like, yeah, look at me. I've died so many times, yet I have come back. I am a ghost. I am the ghost of Ziggy Kerman, returned to haunt you all. Yes, that is clearly what he is shouting at us as he does his little bit of a run. Ah, gotcha. Looks great then. Really? I really don't like how this looks. I think this is one of the worst things I've designed in a long time. I'm not keen on this. I'm really not keen on this. But if you think it looks good, fair. Right, we'll get him boarded up. Oh dear, all that wobbling is giving potential Kraken vibes. Yes, I imagine something is going to go terribly wrong with this. And of course, we don't have enough thrust to take off from the launch pad because it's a poodle engine, but... You know what, we're going to, well, obviously revert the flight. Now that I know everything works, we're going to go back to the vehicle assembly building, and I'm going to have a look at the other landing legs that I've got and see if potentially what we can do is maybe use some better ones so that it doesn't jitter and jatter or whatever all over the place and might be a little bit more stable. C-Chip is cool. C-Chip is cool. C-Chip, that was from Veos, wasn't it? Veos's C-Chip that he's been designing to send over to Mars. He did an episode on that recently, and I think the live stream that he did just before mine started was to do with something with that. I was watching it. I kept coming in and out of his live stream because Veos is awesome. If you don't know about Veos, definitely go check him out. He's got a great YouTube channel, very, very cool designs. It's awesome, awesome stuff, and I feel like I definitely have to shout him out because he shouted me out in his stream as well, so that was nice of him. You should have more faith in your spaceship, Kanasa. After all, what could possibly go wrong? Never, ever, ever say that phrase. Never say that phrase. That phrase is a surefire way for something to possibly go wrong. It's almost certainly going to happen now. Now that that has been uttered, that cursed phrase, something is going to go terribly wrong. I suppose maybe we could, like, put one of these on the bottom? That's too big. It's too big. That one is too small. Do I have one in between, please? Or is that not possible? I suppose I could go for one of these, the Glen leg mounts. These are actually really, that's going to block the, that will block the escape hatch though, and that is no bueno, absolutely not. Oh, we've got these though. Oh, these might be what I need. These are definitely what I want and desire. Absolutely, abso-friggin-lutely. Yes, we want 4 of these, and we want to place them like this, and place them like this, and it's going to be beautiful. And yeah, look at that. That's so narrow. It's going to tip over. But we don't care about that. Not at the moment anyway, and we can change the colours. I think we'll go for white and black. That is definitely going to be okay. Hopefully that doesn't block the hatch. I have a feeling that might, but I suppose we should test this again. These legs don't usually flop either, so that's much better. Much better. This isn't meta at all. This is far from the meta. Does that change our delta V? Oh, it doesn't really, so I feel like that's going to be okay. We'll try this out again. Canassa, the scale of safety on Canassa's ships range from might fail to why was this designed, it costs too much and won't fly and looks cursed. So if you want to see, I've been working with OPT recently. I downloaded the mods the other day and I've been playing around with it. If you want to see something super cursed that I tried to put together, I don't know if I've still got the craft file, but it was about the most Kerbal thing that I could possibly ever make. If people want to see that, like, say, one in chat or something, and I'll go to that after I finish faffing around trying to make sure that this lander works, because it is very cursed. It is like Untitled Spacecraft. It is big. It is ridiculous. I don't think it worked. I think it blew up every time I tried to fly it. But yes, it was, it was quite special. It was definitely quite special. Excuse me. Excuse the sick. I'll get better soon. Kanasa, try twist around the cupola so the Kerbals come out the right way up. That is a really smart idea, Mihai Pantea, if I said that right. I think I will do that when I get back to the vehicle assembly building. So that's definitely a lot of ones, so we are going to look at the cursed rocket. Right, so yeah, this is much more stable. Look, we don't shake all over the place. But can we get the person out? And so not the hero type. I think that's so not the hero type. Smashy the likey button. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you very much. Kanasa, why exactly is everyone typing 1? So I said synthecal mix because... Why is everyone typing 1? I said, I've got this really cursed design that I made with OPT. Would people like to see it? Press 1 if you'd like to see it. And obviously a lot of people said they would like to see it. That the actual ship looks cool. It's just the way of getting it to space is a little bit cursed. Right, so candidate Ziggy Kerman III EVA. All hatches are obstructed. Fabulous. That's exactly what we didn't want. Can I do it this way? No. I don't want to do that. I want to transfer crew and then I want to hit EVA. Ah, he can get out that way. That's okay. So he can get out. Way! Ziggy, is your neck supposed to be like that? That does not look very healthy. So Kanasa, why is the cupola even covered? It literally defeats the entire purpose of the cupola, which is Kerbal wants to see pretty planets and naughty Kerbals go to no sunroom. The reason why the cupola is covered, because the only reason I've got it is just to have this hatch at the bottom so I can transfer Kerbals from the top to the bottom and then they can get out on this ladder. I didn't want to use the Mark II lander can because it has a little bit that points out in this direction and that's not great. Synthecal Mix, thank you for the £1 donation. Thank you very, very much. Smash the sub button. Oh, I'm killing myself streaming. Thank you very, very, very much. Ziggy has been through much worse than that fall. He has. He's been eaten by Hydras. He's slammed into the surface of Ash quite hard. And yes, no, he's had a rough old time, Ziggy Kerman. All right, we're going to revert to the vehicle assembly building and try and flip that cupola up the other way so it's a bit nicer. And then we'll get to the cursed rocket. Can I say, I like Naughty Kerbals, got banished to the no sunroom better, to be honest. What was that with? Wait, Kerbal wants to see pretty planets and not Naughty Kerbals go to no sunroom. That was your comment before. But yeah, no, that's the only reason why I have not... this is going to take a little bit of rejiggery magic in order to get this to work. So if we do that, and we do that, and then we do... Oh, come on, get you around that way. Then we get you to come back there, like so. There's no gap there, is there? There's a tiny bit of a gap. If we move that mystery goo unit up, like so, and then we grab this, and we're going to have to place this. This is going to be difficult because the cupola is there. Then what we do is we'll grab this, flip. Oh, I've done that completely wrong. I want to grab the fuel tank. Where's the fuel tank? Oh, come on, give me the fuel tank. This is going to be a nightmare. Come on, where are you? Rockomax, blah, 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 fuel tank. Yep, there we go. That's the one I want. No, that is not the one I want. That is not the one I want. That is absolutely not the one I want. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Kerbal's space program, but Karnasa coughs every time he tries to promote himself. Yeah, that is probably going to happen. I've got a cold or something. It's not COVID. It's definitely not COVID. I've done 3 COVID tests, but yes, I've been very sick recently. And it's been difficult doing anything, and streaming is probably the absolute worst thing that I could do at the moment because I talk a lot when I stream. I'm very, very, very vocal when I stream. All right, if we maybe put that like there, then we grab this, change it to absolute, not the vodka, just the offset, and then we'll extend that ladder. We've got a little bit of room there. That's fine. It should be okay. That should be okay. We got RCS, we got everything, I think. Right, so I don't like this. Someone suggested a name. I will come back to that later. Actually, if anyone's got any names for this, put them in chat and I'll write some down and I'll come back to that later. I'll see if I can write it down on like Notepad or something whilst I'm doing my stream. Right, so we're going to open up the Cursecraft. Let's see what we got. In an absolute world. What was it called? I think it was called the Behemoth. Yes. Oh no, did I get rid of the... I think I did. Oh, that's a shame. I got rid of the stupid launch system that was going to get it to orbit. But we can just see the actual space plane. That's annoying. Oh wait, no. No, what? No. This was a launch system that I was working on. And it didn't work, obviously. But yeah, the OPC parts look really, really nice. Look really, really, really nice. And those are big, chunky Nerva engines as well. Name the ship Mary Jane. I like the way you think. We're not promoting anything like that on this stream. Spindle, lol. Can I name it Carnassium? As in, like, after me and as, like, some sort of element of the periodic table. But yeah, this didn't work anyway. But basically, the version that I had before, which is different from this, I had decouplers on this. I had 2 on each side with basically 2 full-sized rockets. So 4 full-sized rockets all around it. And then they had about 6 of these Clydesdale boosters coming off the side. It was very Kerbal. It was very silly. And it was glorious. It was absolutely fabulous. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't save it. But what else did I create with JPT? I can't remember what it was called. Gateway Propulsion Vehicle, G-Test, Hydroscan, Janko Fett. What a name. Little less tiny boy. Lure Impactors. Oh, what was it? Neil, I think, yeah, that's what we sent to Armstrong in the last stream that I did. Prometheus. Buzzard? Was it the Buzzard? I think it was the Buzzard. So this will be in the next episode, I think. And this was just, yeah, it's just a space plane. It's quite a short, stumpy space plane, but it's fully reusable. We reused the first stage. The entire space plane is reusable, and it's great, and it does work. I've launched it and landed it successfully, so we'll probably be using this as a crew transport for the next good while until we unlock something better. Okay, we're going to go back to what I was just working on, which was called I Don't Like This, I believe. Where am I looking? I know my alphabet. C, D, E, F, G, H, I don't like this. Yes. It's kind of a fish. It's kind of a fish. It does look a little bit like a fish, actually. I'll give you that, Jadamar. Good work on the mod, by the way, because it is a fabulous mod. Honestly, like, I've been having so much fun playing around with it. Right, I don't like this. I don't like this. There were some naming suggestions. Holy, this is a big ship. Whoa, lol, what the hell is that? Yeah, it was rather large. Zoomy McZoomface. Zoomy McZoomface? Give the internet away and it will always be something McSomething face. Can you name it Leviathan? I like the name Leviathan. That's actually a cool name. Excuse me. I'm sure that sounds absolutely delightful. Oh, I should probably go and blow my nose or something. But that's going to be effort. God, chat, don't make me laugh. I made myself laugh, but don't make me laugh. Right, so Leviathan. I do like Leviathan. Peepalander. The Peepalander. What does the Vortex sound cool? I like Vortex as well. I'm trying to go for more serious names for this series, though. That's something that I did in the last coming. I suppose we could go for some silly ones. But, oh, what about the wooden chair? What about the wooden chair? In today's news, streamer dies from laughter. That would happen. I'm gonna call it. There was one. I like Leviathan, so we're gonna call it Leviathan for now. Because I did like that. I saw that and instantly thought, yeah, that's a cool name. That sounds like it's big and fishy. Well, the Leviathan was a fish, wasn't it? Like a mythological, big, ginormous fish-like creature. At least I think it was. Okay, so that is cool. That's 32 tons. We can launch that on a launch vehicle, and we can probably dock that with a kind of little stage that we have underneath. So that is fine. What I'm going to do is I am going to make that the root part, and we're going to save it as a sub-assembly. So if we grab this, and we'll come here, and Leviathan, Leviosa, Leviathan, the fish. There we go. Hikamosun, thank you for the, I don't know what that currency is, but thank you for the 10,000 of whatever that is. I think I will insist on Carnassium. Okay, no, I'm sorry, donation overrules. Oh, donation overrules. Carnassium. Carnassium. That is what this is. This is the Carnassium. It does look a little bit like a fish, though. And we're going to rename that. What did I call it? I called it the Leviathan. Leviathan the fish, I think, wasn't it? The Leviathan the fish. Delete. Oh, hello. Oh, no. I want to create it as a new one. Carnassium. Pog donation. There we go. Thank you for the donation, though. Much appreciated. Right, Leviathan the fish, we're going to get rid of you, and with that it's time to start working on an actual interplanetary vessel. 54 minutes into the stream. Yes, that was what this stream was supposed to be about, I do believe, and I've just been faffing around. Well, no, that was part of the interplanetary mission. We are going to use that. We will be using that. It's going to be critically important. I did put science on it. Whew. Mini heart attack there for a second. Right, so we are going to work on a habitation module, I think, to begin with. So if we grab ourselves a science lab, I've got some nice looking science labs from Benji 10 Planet Side Exploration. I really like how this one looks. What we'll do is we'll make it look like this for now. Yep, that's fabulous. And we will get a few habitation modules either side of it as well. So our Kerbals have a lot of place where they can go and chill out and do all of that kind of good stuff. Excuse me. So we will... What's this one look like? No, it doesn't really match. Although we can make it metal and turn it metal. But it's a bit of a... Although, to be honest, actually, if I change the top node to bare, we could get something like that. Doesn't look too bad, and it's got monopropellant in it, which is kind of nice. Can I say I'm going to watch Venom with friends? I'll see you later. Thank you, Sandbox Guy. I suppose by Sandbox Guy, but thank you for coming along to the first stream. I hope you enjoy the film. I think me and Alice are going to go watch that at some point soon. Google says $70, which is pretty poggers. Thank you very much. That is pretty poggers indeed. Can I say please call the interplanetary ship Seed Ship? I'm not sure if I can, because I think Veos has got Seed Ship kind of like patented at the moment, especially after his last episode or his recent episode. He talks about a seed ship, so I feel like that would be against the code of conduct of KSP YouTube. So, we've got a habitation module and a science module. The next thing that I do want to do is whack a ring on it, because I do want to marry this ship eventually. No, we want to whack a centrifugal ring on it so that our Kerbals don't go insane. It would be very nice if they don't, and that is quite a big ring. Have I got a smaller one? Like, how much mass does that add? Blooming heck, that's like 8 tons! That's huge! These ones are a bit smaller, a bit more diddy, and probably will do the job. If we grab, like, one of those. They don't look as nice, but I kind of like it. How fast can we spin that round? So, yeah, oh god, 2 of them, though. It's now 16 tons just for this one solitary piece. Oh boy, that's a rather chunky thing. That's pretty big. I think... yes, that will do for this segment, I reckon. That's pretty much all we want. So in order to have this dock to additional segments, we're going to get some adapters and try and make this have a bit of a nicer structure. So we'll get one of those. We'll turn this into metal. And we'll grab one of those at the top as well. And currently, this has no way of being controlled. So I'm going to have a probe core on this. Or I'll have a tug that will dock this with a probe core on. And in order to get that all sorted, we are going to have some RCS on this. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll get a bit of a structure. We'll grab a structure, place a crew tube there like that. Ooh, that's a lot more, it's a much darker metal, that. I quite like that surface of metal. Chonk! Hello, the unknown Kerbal. Chonk indeed! It's going to be very big. Like, this is going to be 20 tons, this module, by the end of it anyway. It's going to be a big old launch vehicle. Not launch vehicle. Big old interplanetary vessel. I wanted to get rid of the flag on this, so we'll toggle the flag, and we'll basically grab this and do that. And it's gorgeous. And this is now our core module for the interplanetary vessel. And what we'll do is we'll get one of these docking ports on the top like that, and we'll grab another one like that, and then we will just grab auto strut, enable it, and place this everywhere. Auto strut disabled. There we go. And I think, actually... so, one thing that I've unlocked, one thing that is going to be very, very nice, there should be a tab for it somewhere in here. If I can find it. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's in... no, it won't be in science. Maybe it's in utility. Where are you? Ah, there! I found it. I found him. Where? There! The cryogenic freezing chamber. We are going to need some of these because it's going to take us a really long time to get wherever we're going. So, in order to save on supplies and life support and all of that, well, yes, this is going to be vitally important that we have some of these on. So I think what I'm going to do is we are going to do what I did for the thumbnail picture, grab ourselves some radial attachment ports. We're only going to need 3 because I feel like I'm only going to be sending 3 Kerbals on this mission. Yeah, well, they'll have 2 others to keep them company. Whoa, that is an annoying noise. And yeah, we'll do something like this. Place that there like so. And like so, and is that kind of like the direction that I want it to be? I feel like it is. I feel like, yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be going with. The song playing kind of sounds like the interstellar music. I hope it's not the interstellar music, because that happened the last time that I streamed. The last time I streamed, I think my Spotify messed up and it started playing copyright music, or at least I think. I didn't get a ping from YouTube though, so it might have been alright, but... yes, it wasn't very, very good. What's that? So these are cryonic freezing chambers. It's part of the deep freeze mod. So when we go on our long interplanetary voyage, we can shove our Kerbals in here and we can blast them with, I don't know, like liquid oxygen or something and freeze them. And then we can wake them up when we get there and it's going to be great. It means they won't be using supplies or habitation on their journey over. We'll wake them up when we get there. We'll keep the scientist awake so we can do all of his research and all of that. And it means that I won't have to build as ginormous structure on the ship in order to have the life support and all of that necessary to get the Kerbals over. It's great. It's going to be really, really useful. So... oh, excuse me. Yes. Yes, still dying over here. Okay, I want some glycerol though, or glycerol, because I think it takes 5 to freeze a Kerbal. And we get 10 on here, so we can freeze a Kerbal twice. But I would like to be able to freeze them maybe a few more times, just in case. That would be rather nice. So we're going to get these at... Oh, that looks like they're at a really wonky angle. Huh. Did I place these all borked? Let's get these at a 90-degree snap. Yeah, this might be a little bit better. Oh god, that's a horrible noise. Horrible noise! Yeah, that's not a very pleasant for the ear holes. Ah, okay, so I want them to be like this. No. I want them... No. Yeah, that's the way. That's the direction. Oh god, that's too far. That's a little bit too far. I want them to be like this, so we can see all of the cool tubes and all of that on the outside, and it looks very cool and very stylish and very futuristic, and yes, that's what we're trying to go for. Futurism or something like that, I don't know. And then we'll whack some glycerol on there. Hey, see? What did I miss? Ship is looking awesome. So I was designing... Also, hello, Pesky Bird. Hello, welcome to the stream. I built I Don't Like This, which is a lander that we will be attaching to this vessel. And then we started working on this, which is the core of the interplanetary ship. And I feel like this should be pretty much all we're going to want. Is there anything else that I do want on this? Communication, maybe we put that on the core of the vessel. That would probably be smart. I'm not going to have any form of producing power on this section, I don't think. I feel like we're gonna have a dedicated power module that will go underneath this, and we'll run a nuclear reactor, and that should be fine. We'll have some radiators on it. That'll be Gucci. But we do want an antenna. Yeah, no, we'll place those on here, and I think we'll get those there, like so. That'll be good. And there we go. Then we'll be able to communicate back to Rhode, hopefully, with those, which is going to be great. Kanasa, you could call the interplanetary ship Abiona, which was the Roman goddess of outward journeys. I did not know that. That is something new that I've learned. And I'm not a massive nerd about ancient mythology, but I do really like ancient mythology. Gucci Gang. I'm not going to start singing that. I probably definitely will get a copyright strike if I go. What is it? Lil Peep? Is that who does that? There's so many Lils now. How do you keep track of all the different Lils? Like seriously. I don't really listen to that kind of music anyway, but like Alisea liked Gucci Gang when it came out. She really enjoyed that song. Okay, right. So we've got freezing chambers. We've got habitation. That is absolutely fine. We're going to move this part up, and I feel like, yeah, 27 tons for this core module will be okay. What we'll do is we'll grab another one of these and start working on a power... Do I want the power module here, or do I... Yeah, I'm thinking maybe send this up in a few launches. So we get this, which is the core. We get a life support module, which will contain all of our life support, our fertilizer, our supplies, our recyclers, agroponics units, that's the word I was looking for, and all of that. Then, so that'll be another launch. Then underneath that, we get the power module, which will be another launch. So that's 3 launches. Then underneath that, we get the propulsion module, which will be the big boy, which will be 4 launches. Then on top of this, we get the command module, which will be the 5th launch, and then maybe a 6th launch to put the vessel on the side. And we do need a way of returning our crew back home. Although the way I want to do this, I want to capture this in a Rhode orbit once we get back, so we can just send up a space plane and come collect them. So I guess we don't need a re-entry capsule or anything like that. No, that'll be fine. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So that command module up there that I'll get to eventually. Down here though, supplies. Who's in charge of the supplies? We best bring enough. So I'm going to grab one of these because that is definitely something that I do want. This is great. Although with the cryonic freezing chambers, we might not really need something that this large. How much mass is that? Oh, it only weighs 2 tons, so it's not actually a lot. Kanasa, are you into football, soccer? I'm not going to ask your favourite team because that would put some targets on your head. I'm a little bit. I like watching it when international games are on, and I did support Hull City for a really long time because I went to university in Hull, and I kind of got into football at the time that I went to university for the first time. And it was nice to go to the games, but I don't really follow a team or do anything like that. Like, I'll watch England if they play, because I'm English, and, you know, like, yeah, England and all of that, and it's coming home and all of that. Not rubbish. You get in the mood when it happens, but, yeah, no, I'm not a massive fan. I'm not really a sporty person. I'm very musical. Like, music is what I do. like, yeah, I've got like guitars in my room and I sing and all of that. That's what I'd rather do than play or watch sport, which is also why I'm not very fit and I can't run more than 5 minutes. Kanasa, call the spacecraft Voyage McVoyagery face. We may very well end up calling it that. We very, very, very well may do. So this weighs 3 tons. Okay, so we've got, yeah, this is basically the life support module at the moment. We've got a recycler and agroponics. That is looking good. Next thing I want to do is I do want to have some sort of payload so we can stick our actual supplies in, because if we grab these look hideously ugly. Like, hideously ugly. Like what? Why? Has someone spilt, like, dirt all over them? There's brown patches everywhere. Why? Why brown? Why is the brown? Where has the brown come from? What is the brown doing? The nutritional organic meal substitute. Oh, that sounds disgusting. I do feel sorry for our Kerbals every now and then. Same, I only follow international stuff. Cool, cool, cool. What's your favorite RP1 engine? Probably the Raptor at the moment. I use that on everything in the next millennia. I do really enjoy the Raptor because it's great for doing landings. It's got unlimited ignitions. It's got a pretty good specific impulse. The fuel isn't too light. Like, it's quite a dense fuel compared to Hydrolox. I love the Raptor engine. Although you do need a lot of them if you want to create a big launch vehicle. But yeah, no. This is really dirty. I don't like it. Brown. My favorites are Raptor, Merlin 1Ds, and the F1. I like the Merlins as well. I don't use them as much as the Raptors anymore because you can't really, unless you really stack them up, you can't get as much to orbit as a Raptor can, and they've only got 4 ignitions rather than the unlimited that the Raptor does have, which is really nice. J2's a pretty cool engine as well, to be fair, as someone did say. Yes. The F1 is obviously also really cool because it sounds amazing. It blasts up and it's like a roar. You know when an F1 is firing up, and the sound in Waterfall is brilliant. Right. So anyway, I'm getting distracted. What we want to do is get not that, absolutely not that, anything but that. Why did I even go to pick that up? We could go for something like this to stick our life support in, maybe. We get that to white, and we change that to white and white, because that's kind of like the color scheme of this. So this module is metal. This module is white. I feel like that's a little bit too long, though. Maybe we'll go for the shorter, stubbier one again. That's a little bit nicer, a little bit more kind of the size that I want. And we'll go, yeah, we don't need it this big. We'll scale it down to 1.875. We'll grab that fertilizer in there. Or is that just life support? That's life support. We'll grab that, and then we will grab fertilizer. And we'll put that up to 1.875 as well. Very funky music going on. And we will, yeah, we'll close that and hide that and never have to think of that ever, ever, ever again. I don't like how this looks, though. And this is going to end up being really big. But to be honest, all we're going to have underneath this is the propulsive module, which I think I might make this come in ever so slightly, because just being like a long thin line, I don't like that. I want to break it up. I want to break up the monotony. I want to break it up and make it look a little bit nicer. So if we maybe scale, we can't scale that up. That's a shame. Is there anything bigger? There is that. That is a little bit bigger. We'll make that white and white and white, and then we can probably get some sort of chunky docking port system. Although, to be fair, that's probably not going to be a smart idea. I think it's probably going to be better if we do just use one of these. And we'll get rid of that. That's still glitching through, which is a bit of a shame. And, yeah, maybe I'll add some stuff on the side of this to make it look a bit nicer. Yes, we will. One thing that we are going to need to add is RCS tanks, because we don't have any RCS for this module, and that would be great. We also don't have any way of controlling this at the moment. There are no probe cores on this. So when we're assembling this, we're either going to have a probe core on the tug that sends it up, or we're going to have to add some probe cores to this at a later time. But we'll see how that goes. Where is the RCS? Oh, my voice is going. How long am I streaming for? 1 hour and 10 minutes. I think I probably will try and do this stream for about 2 hours, I reckon. Any more than that, and I might actually die. No, not die, but you know, like my voice is definitely feeling the strain of doing this. So we'll grab a couple of those. Maybe we'll grab 4 of those and place those at a 45-degree angle like that there and there. We'll get that to absolute, and we'll do something like this. There we go. Fabulous. Brilliant. Glorious. Awesome. Hey, Carnassa. Your last Millennia vid was absolutely awesome. How did you dock 4 fuel pods at the same time? So, Toinder Space, I use docking autopilot. Docking autopilot works even if you swap away from the craft. So what you can do, so I went to each individual tank, activated docking autopilot, then went to the next one, activated it, so on and so forth. And once all 4 had been activated, I then switched to the structure that they were all targeted to dock to. And then that way, when they all docked it, it kind of worked like that. It was a little bit annoying because the camera moved when the first one docked. And there is a way to avoid that from happening. And I can't quite pinpoint what it is that stops the camera moving yet. But that's something I want to discover, because it would have been nice if the camera wouldn't have swapped away as soon as the first one docked, which was a little bit unfortunate, but oh well. Right, so we've got those on, but thank you. I did really enjoy making that video, and it turned out it was definitely probably one of the best videos that I have done, I reckon. I think maybe the finale of Kerbal Gets Real was a little bit better, but that was quite a while ago. What can we get on this segment? That'll make it look a bit nicer. We could... Can we add anything to this? What's gonna look cool? What do you want on the side of your interplanetary? A staircase, of course. No. A recycling bin? No, I don't think I want one of those either. Although we should be good space citizens and always recycle anything that is recyclable. What can I put on this that will make it look interesting? Because I don't like this. I don't like the fact that it is just long and straight and narrow. And it is very long now. Especially if we go for like a really kind of longer section up here as well. Or maybe... No. I do want this. This is the life support module. And actually, if we get 3 crew on here, how long are they going to last at the moment? If we have a look. 62 days or almost 2 years with supplies, but we will be freezing them. And the habitation is plenty fine. The habitation is fine. Hey, Carnassa, hello. Is it Sci-Fi RP1 or C1F3 RP1? But hello and welcome to the stream. My voice seems to be going now. It's going a little bit. Carnassa, solar panels. I don't really want to put solar panels on this. I might, maybe. I suppose we could have a couple of solar panels on this section. But solar panels are quite heavy. And, like, if we add those 2 solar panels... Oh, no, they're not actually that heavy. Yeah, maybe they're not that heavy. We could grab a couple there like that. I do want some radiators on this, but I feel like the radiators are going to be on the next section. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, we can do solar panels. That kind of breaks up the monotony of being a long, thin line. I might... have a look and see. Nah, I kind of want something here as well. But what? What is the answer? What am I looking for? What could I possibly want? I do need some batteries, actually. Batteries are going to be important, but we'll put that on the power section. That will come with the power. I suppose... No, I don't really want the craft dock here, or do I? You know what? No, I'm going to get rid of the solar panels. This might actually be where I dock the craft. Where I dock the Carnasium. Yes, that was the name of it, the Carnasium. Yeah, we'll try that. I'll put those there like that. Are those the mini ones? They are the mini ones. I need the big boys, the big chunky ones. Thank you very much. And I would quite like 2 of those. And then that way, when we dock, when we get our crew on, they will board on here. And then the Carnasium will stay on the other side. And we'll see how that goes. If I grab this, this might cause the game to lag a bit because we're adding 54 parts to 58 parts. But, oh god, no, I don't want 2 of them. I just want 1. Yeah, that kind of looks cool, right? Having the lander being attached there. We might need to have something else to counterbalance that on the other side. But I kind of like that. I think that works. I think that does work. So batteries might look good as they have the green lights on them. Some windows, put a pool table in. How can you play pool in the vacuum of space? I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that is going to work. That looks nice. Yeah, I do like that. Oh, I do, yeah. I think that's going to work. We could, yeah, and I think we will put something on the other side to counterbalance that too, because at the moment it does kind of look a little bit silly just having one thing. Maybe we'll have something that we can send over, like a probe mission or like a series of probes or a big antenna that we'll send over at the same time. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we'll get something on the other side. Balls made out of dense wolfram. Are we? Maybe. You need a glass of water, bro. I've got a drink here. It's just a can of Coke, but it's because, yeah, no, this cough has been plaguing me for quite some time. What about a Dogecoin? We send a Dogecoin to Hydrus. I imagine this is going to go to Hydrus. It's either going to go to Hydrus or Saith. They are the two closest planets to Rhode. So yes, I'm fairly certain that that's where we will be sending these. Right, so the next thing that we are going to want is going to be a command structure. And I think we'll start off with, yeah, we'll make this metal as well. Nice and metal. Everything looks good metal. And I want this to be quite long. So if we toggle flag, please. I don't want that on there. I've got these. These might be cool for something. Maybe. Maybe. Right, and let's have a look. What can we put on the command structure? We obviously need a command pod. We could use the cupola as the command pod. Second cupola on this spacecraft. I'm back. LOL. Hello, Katniss. Welcome back. Welcome back. Kanasa, what about a power module in the side, and when you will detach your lander, you will assemble power module in the middle? That's a really smart idea. That's a really smart idea. I like that. I like the way you think, and I think that is probably the way that I will go forward doing this. Yeah, that's a good solid plan, that. I like that. I really like that. Yeah, we'll place our power module here, and it'll be roughly the same width as this, and then, yeah, when we detach the lander, this will then come back to around here. Oh, that might look cool. We'll have a look. We'll have a play around with that. Anyway, I want to get a thing for the top of this. Can this be changed to metal? No, it cannot. This can, though. Do I want 2 cupola modules on one spacecraft? I suppose 2 cupola modules is always better than 1. But I do want this to have a little bit more to it, and I want it to look a little bit more interesting as well. Everything has to look interesting. It can't look boring, no. We'll get some structural tube. Can these be lengthened? Oh, they can. Not that I really want to lengthen them, but that actually looks kind of cool. I suppose, actually, if that's hollow, can we put stuff inside there? Can we? Can we put some more life support in there? Oh my god, we can. I mean, there's always room for more fertilizer. Yeah, I think we'll grab a little bit more life support and put that in there as well. It gives us a little bit more space. I didn't realise you could do that. Glorious. Then we get that, like, at the top. And we'll pretend there's some sort of system that connects them. I kind of want this to get a bit thinner, though. I kind of want it to go inwards. Which is, yeah, maybe we could have a look at one of these. I mean, there's a plane cockpit, but it looks damn cool. No, I'm not sure about that. Especially as it's white, but then I suppose I could make this all white. Medium short. And I feel like I also want some kind of stuff on the side of here as well. Structural loot, yeah. Add the structure. Yes, we need it to ensure that nothing gets stuck. We like, yes, that's what lubricant is for, right? I feel like. I don't know how I feel about this. I definitely want... I wanted it to be quite long and thin and have like a nice tapered point. Is there a better one? Is that the exact same one? No, that is not. What have I got here? What do I have? Is that also the OPT? Yeah, that's fine. Come on now. Come on now. At it. Do you like this? Do you like this? Chat, what do you think? Do I go for the cupola or do I go for the kind of like tapered look for the end of this? Where it kind of gets thinner. And that's definitely more of a cockpit as well. And this will be like the command center of this spacecraft. So I feel like having this at the top, it does kind of look pretty cool, but it's not necessary. I just want it to look cool. Cupola looks better. I like this though. See, that just kind of like ends and it's flat. Spaceplane cockpit. Cupola. OTP have a cockpit with windows all around. I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Or at least it's not one that is... I might go for that, actually. Because I kind of want this to get a little bit more narrow as it goes up. I've said that about 1,000,000 times now. But I would like this to get further and further, like it kind of goes up like that. And this one has kind of like observation. It's an observation cupola, but it's kind of not what I want. That also is kind of not what I want. But, oh well, we're going to go for it. Because I think there is a smaller cupola module. Like so. That's kind of more what I want to go for, because it's got like a taper to it. Not sure if that's going to be the final product though. We'll see. Ideally I'd like this to be a bit thinner, but kind of have to try putting the panorama observation thing from Spatial Parts as a cockpit. It's in utility. The panorama... Wait. What's in utility? Panorama. Space Station Parts. Redux. I might not have unlocked that yet. Unless you mean this thing. Add a launch abort system. We're not going to be adding a launch abort system to this because we'll have a launch abort system on the mission, the craft that sends the crew up to this. But this will just all be sent up in payload fairings individually. Cupola, but with a nose cone on top. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of the cupola? If we put a nose cone on the top of it? Like, they won't be able to see out the front? I don't know. It seems like it defeats the purpose. Maybe. Why is that black? That shouldn't be black. I've got everything set to white. Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to go for this for now, and we'll get to working on the next section. Although, actually, we do need science. We do need some sort of science because I want one of these on here. I feel like, yeah, this can go on the command module, these special sciences that we've got. So we'll place the hydroponics thing there. We'll place this remote telescope on the other side. And then I've made it look like a dick, haven't I? That's a penis. I mean, what? The launch abort system is praying that nothing goes wrong. I pray that nothing goes wrong every launch, and everything always does seem to go wrong. Something always happens. Right, so yeah, we need those on here. And some other things, some other science experiments. I think that I've got everything on the lander, so I won't really need it on this, because that will be fine. Because we'll have the lander attached like all the time, but I don't have these on the lander, and I probably should have put these on the lander, but I feel like they're a little bit too chunky to go on the lander, so if we have those there, Kanasa Naughty, yay, I made it! Hello, the Isle of Gamers, welcome to the stream, welcome to me designing yet another phallic object in Kerbal Space Program. Yes, it seems to be something that I do all the more frequently recently. I did talk about it on the premiere chat yesterday, but there was a moment in the Next Millennia episode where when the 4 big Methalox tanks were docking all at the same time, there was a moment where I think, oh no, it might have been another one. No, it was another one. It was still the same kind of structure, but there were 2 balls docked at the bottom, and then there was like this big like shaft structure. I didn't include it in the final video because it looked very, 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 very suspect. Very, very suspicious. It was a sussy backer of a spacecraft. Okay, all right, yeah, I think I'm going to leave that like that for now. Is there anything else that I could possibly want on here? I could maybe add some radiators up here, because I like the way that radiators look when they come off these kind of sections. So if I get some of these, and like maybe place a couple of those. What's this look like if I do this? To be honest, this is just for... No, I'm not sure about that. I think they'd look better there. Maybe. Whack those there like that. Yeah, I think I prefer that. What does chat think about the radiators there? Because I'm not entirely sure. At this point, anything remotely cylindrical. Escape pods. I don't really think we're going to need escape. I suppose this could... Well, if I built an escape pod, what's it going to do? If they need an escape pod all the way out in interplanetary space, they're pretty boned. It's not really something that I need. An escape pod on a space station, however, around the space station around low Rhode orbit, that would be a cool idea. I might do that, actually. That would be something that I could add to the station. But on an interplanetary vessel like this, it's not going to really be worthwhile. They're pretty much boned if something goes wrong. Yes, 100 years ago. Hello, and welcome to the stream. I saw you on the Veil stream. Yes, I saw you on the Veil stream. I came from the Veil stream. I started streaming. I tried to start my stream when Veos finished, because I saw that he was streaming as I was putting mine together, and I was like, damn it, I was going to start an hour earlier, but I thought, no, I can't. Veos is streaming. I want to go check out a little bit more of that. And I tried. He kept saying that, oh, I'm going to be about an hour and a half. So I was like, okay, right. That means I can start my stream now, and then Veos should finish as I'm starting, which would be great, which would be awesome. Has it been drinking Red Bull? Has what been drinking Red Bull? Winged Phallus, Canassa, I was on your Veil stream too. I know, I was talking on the Veil stream a little bit while I was sending messages. I've been involved with loads of streams recently. Or, well, I wasn't obviously involved with the Veil stream, but I was on Beardy's stream on Friday. He was designing a interceptor for all Kerbal kind, and I think he was feeling a little bit lonely, so he asked me if I wanted to come on and chat with him, which was nice. It's always nice chatting to Beardy, to be honest. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I was a bit worried about doing that because obviously I am not well at the moment, and I was a little bit nervous that I didn't want to go on Beardy's stream and basically cough my guts up all over his stream, because that would have been really sad. Okay, so this next section is going to be the power module, which we can also place on the side here. I think we will try and go for that design. It's going to be quite a small one. Did I go with the solar panels? No, I didn't. I put this on there instead, didn't I? Right, so power. We're going to need batteries. We're going to need lots of batteries, because this is going to be a chunky big boy. It's going to be very, very, very large. We get some of these, maybe a couple of those like that. And then this is going to be nuclear powered, because I love nuclear power. Nuclear power is amazing, and we are going to have to place some radiators on here as well. Why is the docking port having a stroke kind of? So I honestly don't know, Siren. It's bizarre. It's like there's 2 of them placed on top of each other, so I'm going to launch this and check that nothing all bugs together. But this is just a Clampatron docking port senior that doesn't seem to like to play nice. It feels like it's got 2 textures that are kind of clashing together. Not entirely sure what's causing that, and I just realized I forgot to put any sort of RCS or monopropellant or any way of controlling this module. So I'm going to quickly come and do that, and we'll place those there as well. And then in the little section, no, I don't want that. I want some of these. Then we will place this. If we come up all in here, and we maybe get 6 of those there, and then that should be more than enough RCS for this. We'll move those in a little bit. There we go. Fabulous. I was honestly so happy when I saw that the Nexus was actually used for the Mars lander. It was a truly awesome moment. It was a cool name, and I think, like, I replied to your comment. I don't know if you mentioned it on either a previous premiere or on a live stream or something, but I remember you mentioning it whilst I was in chat somewhere. And literally, as soon as you said it, like, I was like, yeah, I really like that name. That's a really, really cool name. And I think it also got the most likes out of any of the comments on the video, so that's why I went for it. But I did instantly like it. I do remember liking it from the off. Why is this floating? Oh, it's because I've not attached it to anything. Ah, fair. That would explain it. Yes, floating parts. If I've not placed them on the spacecraft, that would explain it. Right, that's a little bit too big. Can I rescale those? Oh, I can. Power module has to be grey and dingy. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll open that up. We'll grab that in there. Place that there. Grab some more batteries that we can put underneath. If we get a couple of those. Those are too small. Those are too small. Okay, get those like that. This is now 83 tons. This is a big spacecraft. This is going to be a nightmare to get anywhere, but we'll see what we can do. I have, hopefully, some tricks up my sleeve that will help us. So we'll place those on there like that. And we'll close that up. And do I want to get, say, like this, like so? And then underneath this will be the start of the... This is just getting ridiculously long. This is so long. And how much does this weigh? This only weighs 2 tons and that weighs like 30. So we need to make this module way bigger. Or... I'm not sure where this is going. Very true. Nothing floats in space. No, everything always falls somewhere. Look at the chunk on that boy. It is quite chunky. It is quite big. What can I do? What can I do to make this a little bit bigger? Oh, is that another? Hello. I didn't realize I had this. How much power does that generate? That produces not as much as the nuclear reactor that I've got at the moment, I think. So yeah, we're definitely going to go for this one. Ideally, I want some sort of structure under this, but I don't really have the structural parts yet. Like I've got these octagonal parts, which I suppose might be something that I can mess around with. Can I extend that? No, that's just as long as it will be. That's a shame, because I would kind of like this. Oh, but there's a bigger one. Can I change that? Is there an adapter from circular to octo? What do you know? There is! There actually is! So we can maybe grab that and have a look what we can do with this, and maybe we can put some cool stuff in here. That would be cool. Cool stuff is all obviously pretty cool by definition. I think maybe, can I get some batteries running down here? That makes it look very KSP. Yeah, and I've placed 5 rather than 4. And now there's only 3. Maybe. Canessa, why are you so loud? Am I so loud? I might be being louder than usual. I don't know. It's probably because I'm sick and I'm trying to overcome the sick by talking louder. This is going to be a chunk. This is huge. This is absolutely massive. But I think, yeah, what I'll do is we'll have... I don't know what I'm going to place on this yet, but we will have something here. And then we can take this off. And then we'll have that docked like that. And, yeah. What can I place on this? What can go on a power module that isn't already on here? This is going to take several trips to do. We'll get that if I place... Wait, how does this open? Opens that way. Damn it. Okay, let's grab this and flick it around. And we'll toggle the flag. Get rid of that. Nope. Close. Toggle flag. I know what this can be. This can be a radiator section. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not going to work. If we... So that goes there like so. Yeah, because what I was thinking is we could get these thermal control systems and we place 4 of these around like this and basically have a ginormous cooling down section and heat sink, and maybe I'll put a tank in there that like it can be, we can pretend it's something that we're cooling down like water or something. So we extend that, And yeah, because if I did that like that, then when this is on here, it does look a little bit janky. If that were to go there like that. Can I reroute that? No, I can't. You honestly don't want me on your stream, Kanata, do you not? Why not? Yummy, yummy radiation! I'm a bad omen. You're a bad omen, I'm sure you're not. Don't bring yourself down so much. No, you are a good omen. It's good that you're here. Well, welcome to the stream. Imagine the FPS. I mean, it's currently 174 parts. That is actually not that big compared to some of the stuff that I have built in this. The gateway mission was 260 parts, I think. That was big. That was very big. And yeah, the Ellis station in the next millennia, I don't know. I don't even want to know how many parts that is now, but I get about 3 frames per second around that. Every bit of footage that I did in the episode that came out on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. No, it was yesterday. It was supposed to be Friday, but it was yesterday. Yeah, that's all sped up to like 8 times speed, so it gets rid of all of the choppy frames. Yeah, my game does not run that fast. It's all sped up, all massively sped up. Okay, so what can I put in here? I suppose I could put some RCS tanks because that would probably be useful. Can I make myself like a little circular tank out of these parts that I can whack in there? I can't put anything in there. Yeah, because I could like maybe get monopropellant, and this is probably going to make this way too heavy, but I'm just more going for like style at the moment. We might change it up later. If I make that white and then we put monopropellant in all of this, and that should do us. Can I LH2 oxidizer, liquid fuel, liquid fuel, liquid fuel? Oh, are you serious? I can't put monopropellant in there. Oh, that's annoying. Can I put monopropellant in there? No. Oh, well, that's scuppered that, because I would quite like some monopropellant in there. About Mark 1 liquid fuselage. No, I can't get monopropellant in there. RCS fuel tank, obviously I can in there, but I want these. I want them to be rounded. I suppose what I could do is use a procedural part. Liquid tank. Procedural RCS tank. And we go for a fillet cylinder, and we go maybe like 1.25 length it up. Oh, I can't have it very long. Yeah, no, that's not going to be long enough. We are going to make stop it, what am I doing? We'll make that like that. We'll make these out of several, and then I think, yeah, if we put one on top there like that, one underneath. Kanasa, the Octo Thrusters have inbuilt tanks. Use the part section window. I don't think this does. I'm sure I right-clicked that and it didn't have anything in there. They do! Look at that! That's exactly what I want! Thank you so much! That is absolutely fixed anything that I was trying to do. Oh. Alice is coming in. I mean, I don't want ore in there. What can I get? Ooh, liquid hydrogen and oxygen. Liquid.
There's so many noisy things. It's going to annoy.
There's so many noisy things. What are you doing?
We'll get by.
Why are you trying to get by? Alicea has joined the room. I suppose I could put liquid hydrogen in there, because that is what's going to fuel this craft. So that might be a smart idea. And then, yeah, we kind of got the radiators to cool that down as well. Kanasa is a little salty. Am I a little salty? I was upset that, yeah. No, I'm really surprised. I should have known better. Right, so anyway, that is that all done. Now I guess that will be that module all complete, and we can use that and then grab another one of these and work on the final bit of this spacecraft, which will be oh hello. You're a little bit large, aren't you? No, we don't want that.
Are you talking about yourself?
Am I talking about myself?
Alicea. Meaning fat and nothing else.
Right out the gutter. So mean. Did you hear that? She's come in and been straight up savage. That's not fair. That's not nice of you.
I took my mouse and now can't play Minecraft.
I took your mouse and now you can't play Minecraft. Is that why you're upset? Can I change the structure? No, I can't. I was thinking of maybe You know what though? Actually. What we're going to do is we're going to have these set to 2. Like so. And I'm just going to offset all of these so they should be fixed. If I change it to absolute. Go like this, like that, and like that. And then they should all be equidistant, which would be very, very, very nice. 100 years ago. How big do you want your rocket, Carnassa? Carnassa. Yes! It's gonna be huge! It's gonna be... I mean, this looks really silly at the moment, but what will happen is when it's docked to this, I'll turn it around 30 degrees. Oh, I did maths. There we go. Yeah, and then now that's all in line with that. But it means when it is... Move! God damn it, move. Please. Is that? Yeah, that's like that. So when it's docked to this section, then we can still have those radiators floating like that, and that'll be cool. Right, which also means that I need to move this to here. Come on. Yeah, I want it in line with this. If we go up here like so, place that there like so. I'm going to make that metal. And damn it, it created 2 of them. Oh, damn it, I pressed shift. No. Right, so shift C. Shift C, come on. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Oh, shift X. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I require sleep. It's only 2 p.m. I feel like that all the time, a siren. Trust me. Honestly, it's like... Gets to like 4 p.m. I'm like, I'm absolutely knackered. Why? I was really tired before starting the stream as well. I think that's probably why I'm talking a bit faster than usual. But yes, I'm constantly knackered. Probably something to do with the diabetes, but you know. Oh, tiredness. Anyway, so yeah, now that goes on there like so, and that kind of looks semi-alright. I do need to put some RCS on here though, and we also need some monopropellant, and this is going to make the part count huge. I reckon we can get this under 200 parts though. Maybe. Under 200 parts would be nice. I can't really get those there because the radiators are in the way. Can I place them on the docking port? No, I cannot. Can I place them there? Yeah, I can. But I think what I'm going to do is we will flip. I think flip. You know, we'll grab this, right? Like so. Come on, let me move you. Why aren't you moving? And no, I don't like that. Can I check if it actually fits on the side docking port? It looks like it's very, very, very close. So this bit. Oh yeah, actually, that might be a prop. You know what we can do? We can just do it that way, and then that will fit. Yeah. Thanks, Katniss. I think that's a very, 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 very good call. So if I place this here now, like so, and we grab this, yeah, much better. That'll fit. There you go. Yeah, no, that probably would have balked everything up completely. Thank you for recommending that. Oh, because that would have been really annoying. But anyway, we're going to get back to figuring out where the heck I'm going to place these RCS thrusters. So I kind of want one maybe down here. But unfortunately, that is going to balk that up. You know what I can do? I can do that like so, and then we can grab one of these like that, and that'll be fine. That'll do us something. So wait, which way do we not get up and down? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can have that. That's fine. Then I'm going to do exactly the same up here. 2 of those like that, and then we'll grab 2 of these like this. And then finally, I'm going to grab 4 of these, which will go there. Like so. I probably, once this is all assembled as well, I will get a engineer to come out and disassemble a lot of these RCS pods, because we won't need them once it's all connected. Because if you look, there's RCS pods everywhere, but I'm only doing that in preparation of docking this later on. So it'll make it a lot easier to dock if I have all of this RCS on here. And talking of us, yes, I do need some fuel for this section, so I think we'll maybe get like 6 of these around, place them in there like that, and get those just off there like so. I think I'll do, oh no, I've gotten rid of that. I think I'll do the same on the bottom. What are we up to in mass? 88 tons. I could launch this on a single rocket. That's pretty insane. Yeah, my largest launch vehicle can lift, I think, 100 tons or thereabouts. So I could launch this on one rocket. I'm not going to do that because that would be insane. This is getting huge. But, oh well. So this is technically the start of the engine, the propulsive system, this bit here. Because this is going to be the fuel that we will use for the propulsive system. I want to put that way. How? Docking large phallic objects, guys. I'm scared about the direction this stream is going. No, this stream is going to remain family friendly. I think it's been one of my less family friendly streams because I've already said a few things I probably shouldn't have done. Have I bulked that up? Should that be? Yeah, that should be that way, and then that should be that way. Much better, much better, and that's not correctly aligned, but you know what, I don't care. And there we go, that is the main structure of this all done. That is, yeah, we've got a lander, we'll have this come over here. Now, we need to work on how the hell we're going to go interplanetary with this. And that is going to require an awful lot of fuel. Yeah, it's going to be insane. Right, so where is my cryonic fuel tanks? Oh, they're beautiful. So yeah, I could go for like, yeah, isohedral or foil. I think we'll go for foil for this in the center. And we'll change this to liquid hydrogen because that's what we are going to be using. If I go liquid hydrogen there as well. And then we will grab ourselves a bit of a structure. I want maybe try? Do I want try or do I want something else? We'll go for try to begin with. Make that up to 2.5 meters, and then we'll come in here and we will grab the trimodal nuclear engine, which is something that I recently unlocked, the Neptune trimodal nuclear engine. And that gets us a whopping 1,662 meters per second of delta V, but it's only 390 seconds of burn. Okay, right, so yeah, we need to try and get a lot more fuel. We need a lot more fuel on this, like a crazy amount of fuel. I'm surprised those engines haven't come up on staging. Hello, Calvin McClaw. Welcome to the stream. I did shout you out earlier on, but I'll do it again as you're here. And if Say Monsters is still here, I did shout Say Monsters out. But definitely go check out Calvin McClaw and Say Monsters, both RP1 YouTubers. Calvin McClaw did an episode last week, which was incredible, insane cinematics. I was part of it. I lended my beautiful voice to the episode before I got sick as well. I recorded that for you, Calvin, I think a day before I fell ill. So that was really good timing because, yeah, I was ill like a day after. And my voice then, I couldn't talk at all. I'm a lot better now, but then, absolutely not. I couldn't say a thing. I really like the white balls for this though. It makes it look very like interstellar. Very nice. But gold foil is obviously better for insulation purposes, so we might have to go with that. Loved your contribution. It was good. I loved the whole BBC News aspect of it. It was really cool. Thank you for writing that part for me. And yeah, no, I really enjoyed doing that for you. So yes, if there's any other collaborative opportunities, I'm definitely up for that. I'll have to get you again on a video, because the last time I had you on a video of mine, I think was the finale for Kerbal Gets Real. So that'll definitely happen again at some point soon. What timing? I'm late, just joined. What's going on? Hello, Alex Denev. We are basically coming to the end of working. Yeah, and my voice is coming to the end as well. We're coming to the end of working on the interstellar quest, interplanetary vessel. My Scott Manley voice does leave a lot to be desired. Giant big golden balls. So that gives us 5,000 meters per second of delta V. That's all right, but it could be better. I really liked this when it was white. How much does this weigh now? 158 tons. Goodness gracious me, that's heavy. We might need to launch the fuel section in 2 separate launches. Okay, for like that there. Make these slightly smaller. Yeah, I feel like if we want to go for realism, the foil is better. But white just makes it look so much like more futuristic-y. I kind of like. And obviously, like, this is kind of like developed on, what is it, the Daedalus. We're not, we've just got nuclear engines on this, but, you know, that kind of looks a bit silly, doesn't it? It's just a giant golden shiny thing at the bottom of this behemoth. Although, I don't know, chat, what do you think? I'm not sure how I feel about that. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse, but I've definitely seen better too. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Right, so how much do we weigh at the moment? 166 tons. If I get rid of that, that weighs 50 tons at the moment. So we can launch that all in one go. And I think this might be a launch that we do all in one go. And yeah, we'll launch 2 separate fuel modules, I feel like. I'm just making this incredibly painful for me to do when I get round to filming doing all of this. But, you know, it's fine. It's something we can do. The Daedalus nuclear engines looks pog. It's a pyramid of balls. Golden balls. I'm feeling troubled. I kind of like it though. I think, I don't know, I like the white isohedral variant because it does look like the ship from the trailer of KSP2 if you go for like white. Like if we do this. It does look very, very KSP2. So I think that ship kind of has something like this, and then it has something that goes like this. It has like 4 that go up like so. And it kind of looks a bit like that from KSP2, the KSP2 trailer. It's also a shame I don't have any ginormous like heat shield to protect any kind of like big Orion style engine that I eventually may get. I need to find a mod that includes one of those. How did Carnasso already know what it looks like before building it? Basically, I threw together something very, very, very quickly. This has taken a lot longer to actually put together, but I basically threw something really quickly together to make it look like I was building an interplanetary thing, saved a picture of it, and then put it on the thumbnail. That's what happened. I think I might just go with the gold, because, you know, it's kind of nice. But we do need more. We need more fuel. 4,500, 5,000 meters per second of delta V is not going to be enough. I definitely need more. Ideally, I'd like about 8,000 or thereabouts. And I feel like we can get that. I think maybe what we can do is have that there. Then we'll launch this as the engine. I've placed those the wrong way around, haven't I? Can I say a reusable transfer stage? I do want this to be reusable. I want this to basically... That's why I want about 8,000 meters per second. I want it to go to Interplanetary, which is going to be about 1,600 to 2,000 meters per second or thereabouts. It needs to capture, which will be about another 1,500, which is 3,500. Then it needs to come back, which will be... So yeah... I'm looking somewhere between 7,000 to 8,000 meters per second of delta V I want on this engine, which I feel like I should be able to get. This is going to require an awful lot of cooling though. But yeah, we could have this just as this kind of stage. I think maybe if I go like that. No, I preferred it how it was. Let's go like that. Yeah. Should stick some docking on the fuel section to expand it later. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have like this, and then I'll have additional fuel tanks. So this will be a separate one. This will be a fuel section. I probably could even... Yeah, this will be the engine section. And I feel like maybe later on, when I unlock better nuclear engines, what we could do is detach this section and then just combine the newer, better, vastly improved nuclear engines. That might be something that would work. Is all of this just liquid hydrogen? Oh no, it's not full. Oh, that might help quite dramatically if I actually fill these up. Is that full? Yeah, that's full. So that gives us, that gives us 5,100 there. Perfect, that's looking good. Then we get that on there like so. That's now 5,322. Getting there, but still not quite where I want to be. What can I do to give myself more fuel? I could just keep this, like, going up in a really, really long chain. God, maybe we will need all of those RCS thrusters on this to turn this thing around. Because this is going to be very, 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 very slow to move. I think what I'll do as well is I will get a remote guidance unit on here, and then that way we've got probe control, just in case things go terribly wrong. Because I'm sure things will go terribly wrong, and I've placed that in the wrong location. I want that to go there, I want that to go there, and then I want that to go there like that, like so. And we could just, yeah, we could just keep, like, expanding these, like so. How is that going to look? Just keep... Whoa, that was a lot. And then we get to this final section. That's now 241 parts. And we've only got 5,000 meters per second at LV. Oh, they're all empty. Fill these up. Let's fill them up. Let's see what we get. 6,000. 6,100. Come on. Give me the good numbers. Give me the good numbers, please. 6,000. So I'm still about 1,500 meters per second of Delta V short. Okay. Canassa, put external disco lights on. Party all night. What? Like in my room, because I do have mood lighting. Hang on. Is this even plugged in? It is. Whoa, that's bright. Hang on. I can do like funky lighting. I don't even know if that's coming up, because obviously I've got my main light on. There we go. We got some funky lighting. But if you mean in the game, we can definitely put some funky external disco lighting on in the game. Check all them tanks. So yes, I think all of the tanks are now full. But I think what I might do is make this a little bit bigger and then have it gradually. Yeah, we can have these larger, I reckon. No, I don't like the look of that. Maybe we just go for even bigger. So if we take that away, that is 75 tons, this section here. This section is not even that. It's like 50 tons. I could probably grab one of these, grab that. I could make this even longer. Even longer! Even longer. Oh, I might need more power in order to run this. That is something, yeah, I actually might, because to cool down all of this, that's going to be a lot of electric charge per second. Oh, yeah. And we need to flip that up that way. Why are you all the way over there, Mr. Docking Port? Come back. We want you to go that way, and we'll whack that on there like so. 7,000 meters per second. Are these all full? They are, and it's just getting longer and longer and longer, and that is going to be an incredibly long burn time. I might actually make 4 of these. Look at that. That's huge. Wow. Mate, Carnassa, why such a big craft? What's all this for? This is for just going Interplanetary. Because it's a 3.5 scaled system, and I'm not playing with anything like Smurf, things are going to get ludicrously big in this series. Like, ludicrously big. I'm going to go for a quad adapter, because I feel like that will be something necessary. And I've only got kind of early nuclear engines at the moment. I will get better engines later on. But, yeah. I could probably lower the mass on some of the upper stages. That might help. Maybe. What can I do? Right, so yeah, I was talking. I do need to add more more nuclear power, I think. So I'm gonna make this slightly longer. Because yeah, for all of those tanks, I will need probably a couple of these. So let's come back to this and grab the. Is that really? Oh no, but I rescaled it, didn't I? So it's gonna be a little bit smaller. Metal, metal, metal. We'll grab this. Whack that in there like so, and then we'll grab another one of those and just whack that underneath. Then we can close that. Oh god. And then place that back on like so. And then grab these and replace them. I think they were... Oh god, where were they? I think they were here. Yeah, there we go. What's the planet pack called? The planet pack is called Beyond Home. I think it's in the title of the video. Oh, no. I had to take it out because the title of the video became too long. But no, the planet pack is called Beyond Home. It's a really, really, really cool planet pack. Highly recommend checking it out. Yeah, that is Correctamundo, but I want to turn this so it's like facing that way. 6,700. What can I get rid of? Is there anything that I can get rid of? That did nothing. That actually gave me barely anything. Getting rid of that gives me a lot. But that's because I've got all of the fuel. I've got a lot of fertilizer and life support in there. I maybe could get away with just one ring, but I kind of don't want to. Because 2 rings are cool. But let's see how much more Delta V I get if I get rid of the 1 ring. Quite a lot. That does actually really help. I don't know, chat, what do you think? Does it look silly with just the 1 ring? Because I feel like the ring definitely breaks it up a little bit. I could maybe put some more radiators on. I don't know. Make it 3 wings! The 1 ring! 1 ring to rule them all. Kanasa, could you send a refueling station to in advance so you could make this craft smaller? Probably not. Because that's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of fuel even to get out there. Kanasa, I know it looks big, but just to give some perspective, you could fit that ship inside my big hydrogen tank on the non-MS stage. Yeah, it's only 80 meters long. Its width is only 14.5. Yeah. And I mean, the Delta V... Oh, that's a little bit funky. The Delta V stats for this save, obviously, they're not as much as Rhode, but they're getting on that kind of level. Delta V versus Cool. Who wins? What is Neptune orbital module maneuvering stage? I can't remember. What are you building right now? I'm just building an interplanetary vessel. I do prefer the 2. I do prefer the 2 rings. I really do. But that is a, yeah, like they're 6 tons each. I think that having 1 ring makes it look worse. Yeah, same. I do like the 2 ring aesthetic. It looks much better with 2 rings, and obviously they're going to be counter spinning. So, you know what we could do. What we could do, which would help, but would also give me more parts, is we could just do 6 of these rather than the 4. And that will give me way more parts. Are these all being filled properly? Yes, they are. Fabulous. See how much Delta V we get and see how much this thing weighs. I also would kind of like some more radiators on here as well, because we're probably going to need that now. 7,200. So that is a chunky fuel tank stage. That is insanely big. I kind of like it. It's not the worst looking thing in the world. 163 tons. How much does this stage weigh? About 80 tons. So we can launch this. I do have a launch vehicle that will be capable of launching this. So that's all right. That station looked completely ribbed for play. Yes, don't take the... Don't dirtify my interplanetary spacecraft. I've got a dirty enough mind as it is. I don't need chat helping out with that. But yes, no, this spacecraft is ribbed for your pleasure. Oh. Yeah, I kind of would like some extra radiators somewhere as well. But you know what? I feel like that's probably going to be fine. It's going to be a right ball ache assembling all of this. But we'll see how that goes. And another thing as well, I need to make sure. Right, so we grab that and just like kind of hide that where it's going to be. So that's going to be roughly there. Ah, you see, now that's a problem. That's a big problem. That doesn't fit. But what I could do is get a little bit of a structure and sort that out that way. Oh God. What have I? It's because it needs to be this way. Oh no, where did it go? Whew, don't delete that part, please. Right, so yeah, we'll put that on there like so. And I will grab that, take that off, get this guidance unit, grab a structural component, and I think maybe we'll just use one of those octo pieces again. The octagonal pieces, because they do look rather cool, and we can actually turn that into a fuel tank. So if we go for this, except it needs to be the other way around, we grab that, fill this up with liquid hydrogen. Where is it? Liquid hydrogen. There we go. And we go... Yeah, we get one of these on. Like so. And then I can put some more radiators on here as well. And that gives us 7,300 meters per second of delta V. That's fine. Oh, that doesn't have anything running along there, which is annoying. I suppose I can put that like that. I suppose it could just be directly on the fuel tank. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll grab some more of these. Whack those on like that. Like so. And now it is just ginormous. That is huge. Oh dear, Carnassa. Carnassa man, I miss Faos where his lander wasn't ribbed for your pleasure. Oh dear, like one would be perfect. The less launches for this, the better. I mean, I'm gonna probably do it. I will do the launches in a video. But I don't think I'll be able to launch this in one. I can probably do this in, like, I could probably launch that all in one. That into... I could probably do this in 4. Maybe 3 at a push. 3 or 4 launches and then another launch to launch the crew. But yeah, no, definitely not 1. That is slightly offset as well, which is slightly upsetting me. That is a little bit offset. I need that to change. So if we go like... So, no, that is still... Oh, no. That is the right way. This is just... What has gone on here? Why is this all balked? Hello? Why you do this? That kind of looks like it's straight, maybe? There? I don't know. Okay, yeah. And then I'll need to have RCS and stuff on this stage as well. So we'll grab a couple of those, grab that there, and this is now almost 300 parts. It's very big. Grab some there as well, place 4 on there like that, and then we'll come up here and find somewhere to just whack these in. Like so. Lots of struts probably needed. I'm going to auto strut this. I'm going to place lots and lots and lots of auto struts on this. Right, I feel like that's probably going to be enough. 7,244, and I might need some RCS up there as well. So we'll do this, and we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Like so. Then I'll grab some monopropellant. If I can find said monopropellant. Where are my monopropellant stores? There we go. We'll grab some of those. Whack some of that in there like so. I'm just an absolute masochist for this apparently, because I am adding more and more and more parts when I really should be taking parts away. 7,201 meters per second of delta V. We're still looking good. So Carnassa, think different. What? Some might say inefficient, Jada Mars. I would say it's simply build different. Yes, this is just, I don't know, I wanted to build something stupidly big. That still kind of looked cool, and, well, the Delta V requirements for this planet pack are quite high. Not as high as RO, but I'm also using stock tanks, so, yeah. Oh, we got 7,623 meters per second of Delta V. Wait, oh no, I do have it in vacuum. Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm done with that. I've not got a name for this yet, but what we'll do is we'll call it the Big Chungus for now, because that just seems to be a naming convention that I go for a lot of my things, and I will probably think of a name for it at a future point, or we'll see what people say in chat. If anyone has any suggestions, we're just going to auto-strut the absolute living daylights out of this, and apparently that is still the heaviest thing by far. Okay, fair. Right, so let's just try and get as many as we can. Auto-strut. My good old friend. Auto-strut. Get that there. Get this. Auto-strut. 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 Just go through and auto-strut as much of this as I possibly can. We'll auto-strut that as well. And we'll auto-strut that. Alright. And... yeah, that's looking good. I think, how much Delta V? Oh, we only lose 300 if we take off the lander. So that's actually way, yeah, I thought that wouldn't be that good. Can't wait for this loot ship to explode off into space. I mean, that's definitely what it will be doing. Well, look at this. This is just a complete fire hazard. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Yes, the Big Chungus. Right, we're gonna go to the launch pad. I'm gonna see if I can get this. I'm gonna hyper it up to orbit and see how it turns. See if all of the systems work, and see if everything is good. I thought about balls and gnocchi. That's it. That's it. You can auto-struct everything at once with EX. Can you? What? I need to have a look at that because that's something that I'm not aware of at all. What interstellar planet are you going to? I'm not even going interstellar. This is just interplanetary. I want to go to either Hydrus or Saith. Or Skaith. I don't know how it's meant to be pronounced. This is going to take a really long time to load, I reckon, because it's so big and chonky. Yeah, no, this is just interplanetary, but because the system has been rescaled, everything takes a lot more to get to, and I might be able to come away with a bit of a better design at some point, but I've designed this on stream. I kind of do want to use this in at least an episode. It was fun to design an interplanetary craft on screen. Nice balls, Carnassa. Is Veos in the chat? Hello, Veos. Welcome to the stream. I did enjoy your stream earlier on. I don't know what I've been doing for the past 2 hours that I've been streaming now. Obviously making something very, very large and unwieldy. But yeah, no, if you don't know Veos, definitely go check out his channel. Absolutely incredible at building. Like some of the stuff that you've been doing recently, like all of your little SSTOs and stuff, it's amazing. The designs are absolutely amazing. I'm very, very, very jealous of the way you design things. And hello N9 as well. Everyone is here today. I didn't see N9 in the chat. Whoa, look at all that lag. That is incredibly laggy. That is so laggy, it's going to be painful to launch this. I'm getting 10 frames per second at the moment. Not great. We're going to set our altitude to... Oh, things are wobbling. 100. We'll change that to a 4. And we'll hit apply. And hopefully, there we go, we're in space. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll turn the lights on. I've not got any lights on here or anything like that. How quickly does this thing turn? Agonizingly slowly. Oh my god. This is going to be so painful. Actually flying this mission. It's tipping. No, we got it up. We got it up with HyperEdit. I was able to get it up so that it could perform. No, I'm not going to go there. Oh, you make me blush. No, your designs are awesome, man. Honestly. How on God's green earth has it not done an S9, an SN9 cosplay yet? How has what not done an S? Who's an SN9 cosplay? What, can you cosplay SN9? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So might I suggest the Kerbal joint reinforcement next mod? It takes care of all of the auto strutting for you. I'm used to Kerbal joint reinforcement with Realism Overhaul. I've just not downloaded it for this mod pack, and I don't entirely know why. That's probably something I should look into getting. Right, so we've got electric charge. We are gaining electric charge, which is fabulous. Do I... my reactors aren't melting down, are they? My voice is really starting to go now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to check and make sure all of the systems work. Look at the lag fest that this is. This is insane. Where is my nuclear reactor? Where are my two? Ah, that's a nuclear reactor. Reactor offline. So we'll start the reactor. Come on. Come on. There we go. Please don't overheat. Please don't overheat. Please don't overheat. God, the lag. I hate it. One of these days, I'll do a stream where I play something that doesn't lag out completely. It will happen, I swear. Eventually. But for now, no. I must suffer. I must suffer through the lag. I can't find where the other nuclear reactor is. But we are gaining electric charge. We're not running out of electric charge, which is nice. Are all of these on? Disable? Yeah, no, they're all on. Awesome. Kanasa, no, that's illegal. Everything you play must lag. Everything must absolutely lag. Like, I mean, playing RO and all of that, that is definitely... I know the lag. I know the lag. Right, so this can obviously move, but very, very slowly. What I want to do is I want to get, say, Ziggy Kerman or someone. I don't know where they are, but I want to make sure that the cryopods work. So if we get crew, whereabouts are they? There's 2 in the laboratory module. Right, so 2 in the laboratory module. Let's move you into a cryonic freezing chamber. So, Ziggy Kerman, you're going to be the test subject. I mean, we've killed you so many times. Wouldn't it be just great if we killed him by accidentally freezing him a little bit too hard? I feel like that is definitely a way that Ziggy Kerman could go, so we'll see. Right, come on. Now that I've got him in there, I feel like there is a deep freeze option on here. Deep freeze. Yes, yeah, there is. Right, deep freeze. So we can just hit the button. There we go. And it makes a little bit of a zapping noise. And hopefully he should be frozen solid. There we go. He's frozen solid. And he's no longer going to be a drain on our supplies, which is fabulous. It means we can go into Planetary and not have to worry about feeding our Kerbals for the probably like year trip that it's going to take to get anywhere in this save. It's insane. Ziggy's too hard. Place your bets. He does. He has survived. We've frozen him and we should be able to unthaw him. We didn't run out of electric charge, although we did use an awful lot. We used 3,000 in order to free Ziggy. So that is something that I do have to bear in mind when I am freezing them. Because I think if you try and freeze them and it fails, or if you try and unthaw them and it fails, they die. So I'm going to have to make sure that I have at least 3,000 electric charge on this when we try and do that. But anyway, let's... Oh god, no, we don't want that engine to fire up. Let's shut that one down. And yeah, let's... Oh, the engines all work very nicely. And for some reason, we've only got 6,101 meters per second of delta V. Oh, no, that's because that's wrong. But maybe I've got some of these that are slightly empty. I'll have to go through and I'll have to check through all of these and see how they are. But we are moving. It's going to take us over an hour to burn that much, but that's fine. It'll probably take like 20 minutes to do my escape burn, which isn't too bad. I think that's about the same for the gateway mission. So that is, yeah, that'll be fine. We've got this. We are burning through this. We're having to yaw and pitch a little bit, but the spaceship set up in this way, even with that extra mass on that side, does seem to be, we do seem to be able to control this fine. Frozen hard. While you're playing with Deep Freeze, check out the IVA views on those cryopods, Carnassa. They are pretty great. I've had a look at those before. So hang on, if I get another one in, let's grab... We get Hernan Kerman, who was the first person on Mars in the last episode. We'll move them to another cryonic freezing chamber. When we get that, like, come away, everything. Oh, cannot close window. The thrust to weight ratio is non-existent. It's 0.11. I was fully anticipating that using Nervas or like advanced nuclear engines, though. It's something that I am going to have to deal with when I try and actually send this mission off. Right, so yeah, if we have a look, everything is super slow. But yeah, there's... Oh. This is interesting. What's going on here? Why is there things moving? Why are things clipping through the freezing pod? That is not a good sign. That is really not a good sign. But yeah, I think you can freeze them, or there's things in here that you can do. Is this... Will this freeze them? Is that freezing him? Oh no, it's just the light. Okay, and we can... Can't do anything else. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to come out of that. Yeah, this is going to be a really long and slow and painful burn, but you know what? It's what we're going to have to deal with. That's quite cool. I'm gonna take a little bit of a screenshot of that as we burn this up. There we go. Are the centrifuges spinning in opposite directions? They're not spinning at all at the moment, but let's make sure that they are. Start rotation, because that is something that I did not do in the space station around Mars, and I'm very upset because I basically created that space station twice, and the second time I went round, I forgot to swap the centrifuges round the different way, and it caused that to, yeah. So that one's spinning that way, and... this one is spinning that way. Yep, no, the centrifuges are spinning in the right direction. Right, so we've got life support all sorted. I know the engines work. I know we've got a lot of Delta V. That should be enough to do exactly what I want to do. Or hopefully. If it's not, then we're in a bit of trouble. But I'm sure we will be fine. The radiators all work. The nuclear power all works. Everything is good. So, yeah. This will probably make its way onto a video at some point soon. I guess. And hopefully we'll send Kerbal kind Interplanetary in this series. But with that being done, yep, they are spinning the opposite way. I don't think there was anything else I needed to check. What else was there? Is there anything? Was there anything? I don't think there is. I think I'm good. The engines don't overheat. I know that all works. Now I just have to design a way to get all this docked together. But yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to revert the flight to the vehicle assembly building. And I think I'm going to finish the stream there because I have designed the interplanetary vessel. And it kind of went all right. It's a very, very, very large thing. It's very large and chunky. And I don't know how I'm going to bear through burning through all of that and sitting on that. But it'll be interesting. Check whether your nuclear reactors overheat. I did check that. I did. But yeah. Hopefully that will be in a video at some point soon. My voice is really starting to go now, so that's another reason why I want to finish this here. And I think For All Kerbal Kind should be coming out today. I don't know, N9 is For All Kerbal Kind coming out? But I'm very much looking forward to seeing that, and hopefully we'll see that soon. But thank you everyone for coming along to the stream. Thank you for the donations as well. As always, they are greatly appreciated. And it's very nice. And thank you everyone for all of the nice messages about the Next Millennium video yesterday as well. There was a lot of effort put into that, and it's always nice to see that people enjoy it. But until the next stream, which will probably be next weekend, depending on how I'm feeling. I've got uni starting tomorrow, so I won't be doing as many videos. Yeah, I'll see you all then. But anyway, with that being said, bye everyone. I have been Carnassa, and I will see you all later.